Tuesday, July 5th. Hope you enjoyed your 4th of July. Me and the girls walked up here yesterday and we got the Titanic loaded down with chemicals, filled up with water. So about ready to fill that up. We have this filling. So while the Titanic's out filling this, that can be filled up with water, so we don't have to wait for any water fill ups. We will be putting on Veltyma fungicide on the corn, add a little Hagie drop just to help it stick, and throwing in some grizzly insecticide. Fungicide starts today. She's full. Got it all filled up. Got our mix tank in there. We got water in here. Mix it all in. Comes up through the bottom. The mix is good, of course, like all sprayers. You farmers know that. 1,200 gallons of water, 120-foot booms. Put on 15-gallon acres. I'll have either Dad or Jay chase me all day. So go see how we get along. The fungicide that we're putting on pretty much just coats the leaf and helps it keep from getting any fungal diseases for at least 3 weeks. This one claims to be a little bit more. We use Veltyma, it's a basic product. The Hagie drop we use is just kind of a thing that helps it stick to the lead better, helps it coat it better. Kind of looks like vegetable oil, really, looking at it. And the bug stuff is just to kill whatever bugs are out there. And then this, unless something goes haywire, like terrible disease later or something, this will be the last thing that we do to the corn until it gets harvested in September. So, last pass. One load sprayed, ready to go. Wait for my fill up. Didn't take long. It's got pollen all over it. Blew my fan out. This has a reverse fan on the radiator to blow this screen back out. Do that once every load. At least when we do it, we sure can't do it without it. I think if you go 3 or 4 loads without doing it, the engine will start overheating. So just before every fill up, we blow it out, and I never have any problems. Some black sand irrigated here. It's one of those 300 bushel spots.
Hope you guys had a good 4th of July, because I did. And it is hot with a side of swamp today. Had a small little breakdown. So, Haggies. What are you gonna do with them? Back boom came apart. Probably due to bumpy field, but I think we got it. So, let's see if it fires up here. Come on, Reese, it's hot. Ready to get back in the AC. I'm just kidding. I can handle the heat. Had a clean grain bin out this morning. Got bin 5 at David's cleaned out, seed beans, and yeah, going. You good? Yep.
You look good?
Yeah, look great.
Cheap back boom. We need a little more sturdy back there, Hagie. A little more sturdy. Our 3 loads, we got 200 some acres left to do here. We might be caught up for several days. This was planted 5 days before the next batch was planted, and it's just not quite ready yet. Maybe in 2-3 days it might be, just not yet. I'm empty though. Here comes my man Jay filling me up. All done for today. It's not even that late. What time is it? 7:30. All right, let's see what we did here. I added them up. I did 579 acres. The airplane, we called in on some crooketer fields, smaller fields, terrace fields that thought I might run over too much. Did 357, so 936 acres out of almost 5,000 acres. Got total corn acres. Got fungicide today, so good first day. We're now caught up. I might wash this Hagie off, because that's one of the things. It's so hard to get it washed at the end of the year because all that pollen residue. So yeah, I might spray it off some tomorrow and then go scouting. There's some around home that's pretty close. I think it could stand to use a couple days. Just, you know, every day that you cover it now, you lose off the back end. There's not much disease out there. Just like it to be a little farther along. So look at that stuff tomorrow. Over here at the bin side at David's house, latches have been hauling the seed beans out. We can't haul the seed beans, you have to have commercial plates. I'm gonna see if how the hopper's doing, see if it needs cleaned down in there, if it looks clean or what's going on. But I noticed once I got here, they started hauling some fill in. It's a good sign. This is really sandy here, so they're gonna be digging sand out, then putting fill in before they actually start the footer. So keep her from being so squishy underneath, I guess. So there's gonna be a lot of weight, 200,000 bushel, plus the concrete, plus the structure. I'll climb up there, see what's going on inside. Looks clean there. Maybe a load or two left. I doubt you'll be able to see it, but the walls look clean. Usually last loads of the hopper, we don't clean this. Well, we do before we have seed beans or something. But most times, regular hoppers, just clean them out at the end of the year. Most of the people mentioned getting vibrators for them in the last video. I don't know, that might be the thing to do. This looks good. I think that might be gray. It's a little gray around out here. All this below the ear leaf before we start spraying. Should be good. This is the ear leaf. It's got the leaf that the ear's on. I might do this one field. It's an 80 acre field. Might just do this today. It's I got, let's see, 160, about 200 acres here that was planted 5 days after the last stuff we just sprayed. 80 of it's got a little earlier number. This is 11:36 a.m. Pioneer. The rest of it's a little later. It's either, well, some's the same 111, some's 113, some's 114. I don't think it's ready today, but this might be. Always a guess. The best time to spray is the day before before disease shows up, but good luck figuring that out. So we just try and maximize. Oh, they're gonna last at least 3 weeks. Veltyma is supposed to last longer. We want this plant to be as healthy and strong as possible at its most important time, which is after it's pollinated and the ear starts filling. But then if you go too early, every day earlier you spray, you lose that off your back end. And say if something late comes in, like southern rust or tar spot, which we haven't had tar spot here yet, but I know it's made as far south as Terre Haute, and I've heard reports of it in Crawford County last year, which is as far north as Ivers Farms, so that is also a possibility too. So don't want the gray to get too early, don't want to get tar spot or southern rust getting it late. Of course, there's also northern, which I've seen wipe out. Seen fungicide makes a huge difference on that too. So I might try some of that Xyway next year, that you put in 2x2 fungicide. I've been seeing some different things that it's like this got this southern, or sorry, gray spots that Xyway's used. This wouldn't have that in there. So hypothetically, maybe you could hold off spraying for a few days. I don't know. Something else to test. Test. Multiple tests on multiple years. Oh, I don't know. I'll stick with the plan. Won't do any today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll do this one tomorrow if it's not raining. I forgot to do this yesterday or 2 days ago. My knee high by the 4th of July. Usually the beans. There's a Japanese beetle. Get out of here. These are a 3.7, 3.8. I'd have to look it up. Podding up nice. Looking good. Just need the rains keep coming. Filled up, ready to go. Ready.
Fill the Titanic up again, so you'll have more water.
More water.
Yeah.
Then that'll be enough, because we're only doing 3 fields.
Yeah.
At the most. Unless we get rained out. We'll take rained out.
Rained out.
We'll take rained out.
Not rained on, though.
No, an hour after we decide to quit, because the rains get close. That'll be good.
Okay.
Heading to the field. Only got 80 acres, I think, is really ready. I think I'm gonna do a 210 unless we get rained out. There's a chance of rain. I'd love to get rained out, but maybe get on these other 2 fields just a little quick. I don't know, might be fine. All the leaves are out, tassels are mostly out. Just there's a chance of rain today and tomorrow, and there's a bunch that's just about ready but not quite ready, so we don't want to get behind. So 210 acres is the goal for today. Actually, the goal for today is get rained out. But we don't. 210 acres is the goal. There's one of the fields we're doing. Oh, the corn's looking so pretty right now. We have been dry. We've had one really long dry spell there, but so we got the irrigators running. But we've been getting little rains here or there just to keep her going. So far, what I've been on, most of it looks good. The dry bumps, you can tell they're hurt. And some of the wettest holes, they are still there, but they are back a little bit. See, that changes from muck to clay. Notice how it's behind here. More rain, send more rain. I mean, I just sprayed this off yesterday. Come on. This is looking beautiful, beautiful. It's a good field here. Got Pioneer 11:36 a.m. That's what I got high hopes for. I did not plant any of it last year. Planted a decent amount this year for never planted it before, but it won like all the local plots last year. But sometimes don't mean what you think. So looks really good so far this year though. So see what it does this fall.
Another day at the office. Down here on I-64, Grayville. Getting a lot of rain today. Hopefully get some of this up north too.
Did not get that 220 acres done. Did 160, so that was 2 of the fields, and there's a 60 down there that I'm gonna wait on because looks like rain. Got done about an hour ago, so I think we're okay. We've only had a few drops so far, so I think what I put on should be good shape.
Come on up north and heading toward the farm, and yes, it is raining up here too, so much needed and very welcome.
.9 and counting. I think it's a phrase that probably gets overused a lot, but I think that was one of those $1 million rains right there. It's gonna last a while on the corn. Perfect timing, just as it's all starting to tassel and pollinate.
Good morning, YouTubers. It's Friday, July the 8th, which just happens to be me and my wife's anniversary. And of course, the day you're always ready to roll and get done, discover inside dual flat. Flat tire on the white peak. So it's good to have backup. We'll just go get the red Volvo and try her again.
White Pete's got a flat tire. George is at town getting that fixed right now. Blue Pete's in here getting serviced. Then he'll be back on the road Monday.
Hopefully.
David's under there. Yep, hopefully.
Hopefully. We don't find something wrong.
Oh, don't look. We got 3 trucks on the road. Gordy ended up taking the red Volvo because the white one's down. Fred ended up taking the black Volvo because this is getting service. And Jay's still in his gray Pete. Mom's cleaning. Been mopping the floors in the office. And while she's cleaning, Dad's just in there on his butt, just like at home.
I'm selling corn.
Selling corn. We know.
Okay.
It's a joke. We know you're working hard. Well, I've been keeping the bin up. Did a few things to the sprayer, greasing it. Washed her off a little bit. And the tender truck, got it full. Got some old chemicals boxes that were empty off, some new ones on. And now I'm gonna head out to the planter, finally get the seed disc out of it, because it's not been touched yet. These bulk fills, you know, I put like 50 units in each one, and then from there, they blow out by air through these seed tubes to each one of the units. Also have vacuum that suck against a plate that spins, it takes it to the ground. But anyways, at the end of the year, there's always a little bit of corn left in, so I always drain that, then in each row. Not a lot, but you don't want to leave any in there, especially if it gets wet, gets rotten. Won't be good. It's part of normal service, but if you're good, should have less in the bag. Never more than 2 bags. Different ways to do it, the way I do it. They also have these clean out things right here, but don't quite get them all. So I take them all the way off. This is one thing that John Deere does have advantage over Case. Getting these all cleaned out and also getting the seed plates out. Take them out. It's not like it's a huge deal, it's just a little easier on the Deere. Take her apart. Take this seed plate out so it keeps that off, wear off your brush, which is on the other side there. Throw them in a bucket, put them back on before we go to the field next spring, and dump a little bit of seed out, but left in there, and then I'll put it in an air-conditioned office so it doesn't lose its germ, and plant it next year.
Good afternoon, YouTubers. Been a few hours since we last spoke, and I think we were talking about flat tires and all that good stuff. Well, got in Big Red and decided to take a couple loads in it today. And on the second load, found out we had another flat tire. The boss man, though, he said take it to the best one in Evansville, so we did. The best one in Evansville's really busy on a Friday afternoon. And so we decided to call up here in Princeton at Best One, and he said bring her up, we'll get her done for you.
Fun time to drive around right now. Looking good.
Well, now there's what you call service. Pull in, tell them what you got, tell them what you need. 20 minutes later, we're backing out and heading home. So all's well that ends well.
covered. So getting down there. Fred's back for his third load. You can guarantee Fred will get a third load every day. He gets up early. Usually one of the first ones at the elevator.
Update from the highways and byways here. We're coming up on the Wabash River Bridge here in Mount Carmel, and they've got one lane closed, and it was reported on the radio yesterday they got about 45 more days before they have it fully up and running again. So be doing one lane for a while here. It's like about 16.6 on the width is what they're saying. I believe Garrett could even get the sprayer across there. It's been one of them days, but we made it back, and we're gonna call it a weekend ourselves. Looks like the white one's all ready to go for me Monday, which is a good thing, even though the red one's fun too. So everybody have a good weekend.
That's it for this week. I'm heading over to David's right now. I'm gonna get a drone shot, which I think will be the opening drone shot. I was on top of the hopper bottom getting the time-lapse camera off, and it looked too good. So hopefully that works out good. They did bring in some fill for the bin project, so that's good. So at least something's been done. So hopefully more on that next week. So got some corn fungicide this week. Garrett's just about done post spraying beans, so then that'll all be done too. As long as it dries up, a lot of the corn will be ready to fungicide next week, so we'll be hitting that hot and heavy. In another 2 weeks or so, it'll probably be time to fungicide beans. So we do that one with both sprayers. Just do the corn with the Hagie because it's high clearance. But well, I guess that gets you caught up to date on our lives in the farm operation. So what's your Ivers merch? Ivers-farms.myshopify.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.